How does gratitude journaling work? Is it true that it can really change the way you're thinking or the way you approach things or your actual results and outcomes in your life? In this video, I want to share with you some of the actual results you can see, why this may or may not work, and the steps you can take to put it into use for yourself. I'm Adam with the Productivity Academy, and today talking, of course, about how gratitude journaling works, how it can work for you, and really how you can put it to use for yourself. So yes, does it work? It definitely does. There are many studies that have been done across various aspects of both journaling, life, just neuroscientific research. There's a plethora of ways to go about explaining this, but I want to put it simply because it's what helped me understand it, was thinking about how you approach things. And if you approach a situation with a negative thought pattern, you're likely to reinforce that and come away with a negative feeling or to put yourself forward in a negative way. Now, if you approach things in a more positive aspect, you're again more likely to find what you're looking for. And we can prepare ourselves for that by putting ourselves into a positive frame of mind. Now, a quick caveat about this, I will say, and why I personally like this is, you can hold two things at once in your mind to be true. That maybe things aren't going well, that maybe you're having a really hard time, but there's always something to be grateful for. And I think that for me is what really helps, because I personally don't want to just say everything's great, I have no problems, nothing is wrong. Rarely is that true. And I don't personally like to approach life like that. I want to be realistic, but over time I had realized that if I only focus on those more negative thoughts or things that aren't positive, that affects me. And by taking a minute or two to look at what is going well, what am I grateful for, that can really help my frame of mind and how I approach things in a more positive manner, which then gets me better results. And so for me, it's a great tool. So what you can do with this is, for example, if you're doing a morning review, whether it's daily, whether it's weekly, but I suggest doing this at the beginning of the day, right? So you don't work through your day and then be grateful, but it's up to you. But I would highly recommend doing some sort of a prompted review, journaling, whatever that might be, before you start your day, and asking yourself, what is one thing I'm grateful for? What are two things you're grateful for? And just writing that down and thinking about it. Is it that you have, a nice cup of coffee? Is it that you're warm and safe today? Is it that you went for a walk and you just feel good? Whatever it might be. Maybe it's that, you're sick and you don't feel good, but you've got some chicken noodle soup at home and you're looking forward to that, right? There's always something you can take away. And those are pretty simplistic explanations or examples, but those truthfully are things that I have said before. And it can help you realize, maybe I've got a project that's not going well. I've got friction in my family. I've got some relationship issues, but there's always something going well. So what are some additional ways that you can do this? So I mentioned doing this on a daily basis and getting started in the morning. A great way to do that is with some sort of morning. I like that. I'm going to use that, your morning journaling habit. And I think that I've mentioned this in other videos, but this doesn't have to be, your classic journaling, just brain dumping and writing a ton. It could be more productive based, or it could just be, a brain dump. But having that as a prompt. And if you're doing it with pen and paper, if you're doing it on a Google form or a Google Doc or Notion or wherever you're doing it, but having that template and saying, here's what I'm going to ask myself. So if you're using pen and paper, maybe you have an index card where you have some prompts ready for you. If you're using something digital, you can, of course, make a template and have it there and asking yourself, again, what are those one or two things that I'm grateful for? Putting yourself into that positive, thankful mindset, and then moving on to whatever else you want to do, whether it's writing some more organizing your day, asking yourself, hey, what are the actual most important things I need to do today? Is there anything I need to talk to? Is there somebody I need to deal with? Anything like that. And if you need help with prompts, you can check out reflectioncenter.com. I put together a prompt helper there that can either give you prompts based on input you give it if you're looking for a certain thing, in this case gratitude, or if you wanted to have something maybe for more productivity, whatever it is, you can put in kind of a phrase in there and it'll give you several ideas. Or if you just need some general ones, you can hit that button and get those too. If you'd like more help on the journaling side of things, you can click the link. I'll put it in the description below as well. But I have a free 7-day journaling course that you can get via email. It mentions a lot of the resources I've talked about, gives you some more tips and some more insights on how to make this a consistent habit, which is great if you want to work gratitude journaling into either your existing practice or it's something you want to start. There's a lot you can do here to really improve yourself and get a lot better results. If you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to add to this, please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.